patrons and the people who waited a year. This is episode 136, the raw video version of Fix My Carcast. This is the episode where I have to do it like Conan O'Brien needs a friend. And I'll tell you what, I watched a lot of Late Night with Conan O'Brien as a kid, but I don't actually know what Conan O'Brien dresses like now. Turns out this. I looked it up, and this is his look. He's kind of still doing the late night suit and tie, but he throws in a leather jacket or a denim jacket. So let me get a thumbnail here. I can't just go into a Conan O'Brien face. I have to like do one of his what? Oh. Or I could just do him trying to look sincere. Good enough, I guess? I hope. Oh gosh, I don't know what to do for an opening line because I'm so used to the format of the podcast. Conan O'Brien needs a friend. Shoot, what do I do for an opening line? I'm doing the string dance, you just can't see it. And then this is where the theme song goes. I definitely didn't have Conan O'Brien hair. I have several red wigs, but none of them are... Actually, I do have a red bob somewhere, but he doesn't have a bob. He's got kind of a pompadour. Anyway, this is where the theme song goes. Nobody's changed it in a long time. You should pay to change it. Okay, folks, let's get this show on the road. You're listening to Fix My Carcast, hosted by Bear Claw Billy, and this is episode 136. Comedian and musician Keith Hebert will sarcastically read an ad a little later, but first... Housekeeping. This is the show where you pick what I say and how I say it. Pick a topic or prompt by donating to the GoFundMe, and vote on the gimmick by joining my Patreon for just $1 a month. Join at the $5 or higher level and also get bonus episodes and behind-the-scenes footage. Links are in the description. Also down there, merch. Get yourself some merch. Look out for the masturbating bear. Oh wait, that's his old show. Whatever, don't think about it. No new donors this week. The total raised for paying off my car repair debt is still holding at $2,312. Also, when we get to $3,000, it unlocks an automatic show gimmick, which is I will record an episode at sea. Fun fact, did you know that this whole podcast disappears when we hit $10,000? Bear Claw Billy must go. That's his other show. Hey, do you like the theme song? No? Well, if you make a donation of $50 or more, in addition to picking an episode topic, you get to change one thing about the theme song forever. Unless somebody else changes it back. Want me to make it sound derivative of a White Stripes song? I'll do it. $50. Has to be legally distinct. Also, if you would like to own the painting I made in episode 118, I'll be giving it away to the next person who donates $100 or more. That's right. Own a piece of Fix My Carcast history while you still can. And yes, the painting is here in the room with me. No new patrons this week. Bummer. Now it's time for a topic suggestion. I'll suggest topics I think I could easily talk about for a whole episode, though admittedly I think the show is more fun when it's something I'm completely clueless about. So, something I could talk about is... my sexual kinks. Nobody ever sponsors the topic suggestions anyway, so what the hell? Pay me to tell you what gets my motor running. Want to know more? Donate today. Checking in on the best city in the world, based on which city listened to the last episode the most, and we've got us another singles night tie. Ties are broken by whichever city listened to the most episodes, and our big winner is Westbrook, Maine. Congratulations, Westbrook, Maine. Let it be known that your John F. Kennedy National Historic Site, Frederick Law Olmsted National Historic Site, and Allendale Farm are the best in the world for 7 days. Last episode, I talked about nuclear anxiety while incorporating 25 sitcom titles. You can see video of all the raw footage, including a running tally of every hidden sitcom title, plus a little extra, over on Patreon. Don't say I did nothing for you. Also, head over to Patreon for a bonus episode where I talk about some twisty movies I watched recently. Oh, I have thoughts on Trap, and you can hear them over on the Patreon. Okay, let's talk next week's gimmick poll. These are your choices for next week's episode gimmick. They are: draw a caricature of myself, do it like a customer service call, say Taylor Swift 100 times, and our returning gimmick, share my New Year's resolutions. Yes, that has still been going since January. All right, let's recap. That's number 1, draw a caricature of myself. I cannot draw, so it will be a bad caricature. Number 2, do it like a customer service call. That's right. For 30 minutes, I own your ass. Number 3, say Taylor Swift 100 times. You know, I keep trying to make an episode that is related to Taylor Swift in some way just to get the Swifties to find me. You guys just won't let me, so say Taylor Swift 100 times. I could be sneaky about it, I could just say it 100 times, but whatever. I just need an episode with Taylor Swift in the title so people will find this damn podcast. And our returning gimmick number 4, share my New Year's resolutions, which keeps getting a vote but not winning, and I would love it if that one keeps getting bumped until next year. That would be amazing. Let's see if we can do it. It's currently August. Remember that any gimmick that gets just a single vote is eligible for a second chance in 6 weeks. Be sure to vote over on Patreon. The poll closes Thursday, August 15th at noon Eastern America time. All right. Time for today's gimmick, which is do it like Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, which, if you aren't aware, is a podcast. It's pretty popular. Of course, gimmicks don't start until housekeeping is out of the way, in case any of them prevent me from sharing vital information. But now, we are entering the gimmick zone. From this point on, gimmicks are active and everything is improvised. There's no sponsored topic for today's episode, so I'll take inspiration from a randomized Wikipedia page, which is... Now, as I go to click a randomized Wikipedia page, I realize that on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, there is a guest. So, in this one instance, I'm going to keep clicking until I get a person, and then that person will be the guest on the show. Everybody cool with that? If you're not, I make almost no money off of this. I get to make the rules sometimes, folks. All right, so we're clicking, and that's a province. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's a village. Oh, no, I should have just checked ahead. That's a group. Okay, well, we're going to be here for a bit. I should have just checked in advance so that I got a person. Bunch of municipalities. All right, we have a person. All right. Oh, I am going to botch this pronunciation. Alrighty, folks. Here we go. Let's start the episode. Hi, my name is Manucher Eggball, and I am physical about being Arnold O'Murphy's pal. Everybody, let's be pals. Everybody knows I'm lonely and sad. Everybody wants to be my pal. Hello, folks, and welcome to Arnold O'Murphy Seeks a Pal. I'm, of course, joined by my secretary, Luna Sarkeesian. Hi, everybody. I'm Luna. And, of course, our intrepid producer, Mark Gorbor. Hello, everybody. It's me, Mark Gorbor. How are you doing? And we got a pretty exciting one today. We talked with Manucher Eggball, which I just keep butchering that pronunciation. You know, I think it's Persian in origin. Thank you, Mark, but I didn't need your help on this. So we had a little sit down with Manucher, and we talked about physics and politics. He had a very fascinating life. He was the prime minister of Iran from 1957 to 1960. What a braggart. Now that's not fair, Arnold. Hey, I'm just saying, try hosting a late night show, buddy. I just want to point out that you sounded more like Dennis Miller there. All right, Gorbor, we don't need your shit. Go look at Wikipedia. Why don't you go look up your spy movies or something? Oh, there you go, always giving me shit about it. Hey, it's a cool fight, inedible? Whatever, let's just get to the interview with Manchester United. Manucher Egbal. All right, well, we're here with Manucher Egbal, and I gotta say, it's just so exciting to have you here. I'm a big fan of yours, of course. I follow politics and history. Yes, it is an honor to be here, Arnold. I've got to say, I've seen some of the other guests you've had on the show, and most of them are comedians and performers and musicians, and I'm curious why you sought me out. Well, to be completely honest, I heard you had something to promote. Yes, I did want to talk about my work as a physician. I totally read physicist. To talk about my work as a physician in Mashhad, where I was the deputy health minister. Well, hey, health, that's important. An important thing to talk about. Indeed it is, Arnold. I was a member of the French Academy of Medicine. Oh, now that's fascinating to me. Tell me more about that, because as you know, I went to Yale. I wrote for the Yale Yuckamups, and so I remember my college days well. I was quite the ladies' man. I do not doubt this, Arnold. Yeah, it's true. But tell me about some of the things you studied. Oh well, yes. I was very interested in medicine and science and health, and I was appointed Minister of Health in the cabinet led by Mohammed Said in 1944. Wow, that is fascinating. I once hosted The Tonight Show. The what? I'm not familiar with this. Oh, did I say The Tonight Show? I meant the evening show. It was taken away from me by Jimmy Doritos. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say take it away. All right, you be quiet, Mark. Look, I had the talent, and I knew. I also had the talent. Yes, you did, my Manchego, goddammit, Manucher Egbal. Even though I can be kind of a waggy guy, why don't you get real serious and introspective about what you do? Yes, very well. Well, I was the chief of plan organization for something. This is not a very well-written Wikipedia page. And I served as chairman of the National Iranian Oil Company, and I was a close aide to the Shah. That's great, but let's get into your personal life. Is there a Mrs. Manch Vegas egg salad? I wish you would be respectful of my name. Well, what can I say? I'm kind of an improv guy. I just go wherever the wind takes me, and sometimes it takes me horny places. Hey, tell us all about your hot wife. I find this quite inappropriate, Arnold. I wish you would calm down. I've noticed that you get incredibly randy in a way that is not really appropriate in this day and age. Oh, I know. If you think that's bad, I'm probably going to make a joke about how I look like a Dutch girl or something. I make a joke about that pretty much every episode, and the co-hosts try to stop me. You have to stop doing that, Arnold. Yeah, you really do have to stop doing that, Arnold. All right, you two, shut up and tell me all about your hot French wife, Alice. Manchucher Oogleball. God damn it. Manucher Egbal. Yes, I was married to Alice when I studied in France, and we had 3 daughters. Nicole, who became a nun, Monique, who married a Swiss surgeon, and my youngest daughter, Mariam Francoise, who married Prince Mahmoud Reza Pahlavi in 1964. But the marriage ended in divorce, and she married Shahrir Shafiq. Oh yeah, divorce is a very, very tough thing. I mean, I don't know anything about it. I've been happily married forever. I met my wife while I was filming a remote because I'm just so charming and talented. Oh, don't let him fish for compliments. I'm going to eat 7 more edibles. You go ahead and do that, Luna. He is a gigantic bastard of a man, and we hate working for this dumb fuck. I wish I was working over on my other show, Gaga for Gunsmoke. Oh, you be quiet, Mark. I'm secretly jealous that you're better at improv than I am, but I can never actually say it out loud. But guess what? I got the big bucks, so who's laughing all the way to the bank? Excuse me, could we talk about medicine again? I couldn't help but notice you kind of sound like Werner Herzog. I don't know what I sound like. I've never heard my voice recorded. Oh, well, you can check this out later when it airs on the radio. Satellite XM, that's right. Get the Conan app. Sorry. Excuse me, who is Conan? I got confused for a second. He's this barbarian who's got a lot of comic books, and I think they made a couple of movies about him. Forget about him, though. You need to get the Arnold app. That's right. You need to get in the Arnold zone, and you need to see all my videos where I yell at nerds and be bad at video games, and they love me for some reason. Anyway, now, I have notes here, Eggball, and it says here that you died of a heart attack on the 25th of November, 1977. Yes, that's correct. Well, you know, so many surprising facts about you. But let's talk about your accomplishments, because I want to get introspective now. Because, you know, I've, of course, won some awards. I don't like to brag, but I am everyone's favorite person. Oh, there he goes again. You've really got to stop doing that, Arnold. I know. But, you know, I was in charge of the Yale Yucca-Ups magazine, and you know, I graduated top of my class. So have you got any accolades that you want to talk about, and also go into how success has changed you? Yes, well, I was given the title of honorary doctorate by the University of Paris in 1959, and I was awarded the same title by the University of Bordeaux. Hey, Bordeaux! Aren't they famous for their wine? Yes, they are, but they also have a fine university there. Well, let me tell you, when I went to university, I was all about the wine. A glug, 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 glug. That was me, you know, staying up those late nights writing the Yale Yucca-Ups, and eventually I got on Almost Live and the famous cartoon, The Smorpdorps. Where I only wrote 2 seasons, but people seem to think I wrote the whole show. I am unfamiliar with the Smorpdorps. Is this a show about a family trying to make it in modern America? Well, you could say that, but also, there was a train episode, and I'm a genius for writing that. Well, it looks like that's the end of all the notes I have on you, Machuker Maduker. Man, Manucher Eggball. Tell me, are you, it sounds like a sport, Eggball. You want to play a little Eggball, Mark? Oh, well, sure, I'd love to play some Eggball. Toss it over here. Quick, Luna, go long. Oh, what are you guys up to now? Luna, are you watching YouTube on your phone? I am. I'm a New York Times bestseller. That indeed you are, and I am not. What about you, Manucher? Did you write any books? No, I cannot say that I have. I simply worked admirably in my field. Well, it's been great to have you, and we have had a waggy, goofy-ass old time here. But I think we gotta send you on your way, Manucher. So, one last question before you go. Is it difficult to love? I do not think so. I think you can walk up to any human being and find a connection between the two of you, and you can find happiness within that connection. Oh, well, that's great. Well, God bless you, and love is love, and waka waka slap me in the balls! Oh, I can't ever be serious for too long. Here comes some music. You know, if there's one thing I love, it's making a ton of money. And you can make a ton of money with Bank Statement LLC. That's right, use their patented platform and you too can be raking in the big bucks. We're talking 401ks, we're talking savings and loans, we're talking all that good stuff that you need to get in your life. Ha 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 ha! I understand all this stuff and I love reading about it and you love hearing about it, folks. So you get yourself that app right now wherever apps are sold. And let me tell you something else, folks. If there's one thing I love, it's bubblegum vodka. When you think Arnold O'Murphy, you think bubblegum vodka. I just can't get enough of the stuff. Isn't that right, Luna? Oh yeah, you love drinking that stuff all the time. You're always coming into the office and doing shots and going, I'm a pretty princess. Well, you know me. That's who I am and what I'm like and what I'm all about. So get yourself some bubblegum vodka or whatever I said before. Please drink responsibly. 2.7 carbs per volume per ounce per day per diem per duck. Well, I think that was a pretty successful interview, don't you, Luna? Yeah, I do. I think we really learned a lot from Manucher. I'm really grateful that he came on the show, even though he's dead. Yeah, I had a question about that actually. Oh, okay, Mark, what is it? I don't know if that was the real Manucher Eggball. I feel like that may have been an impersonator. I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. You know, only the finest guests come on this show because I am, of course, the most talented person alive, and everybody's got to come on here and talk to me because I didn't do enough of this when I had a late night show for 20-something years. But you know, now we get to have those intimate interviews, and that's what I'm all about. Okay, Arnold. Well, do you want to hear some listener comments? We have listener comments. I would love to hear some listener comments. Lay them on me, big old Mark. I don't like that nickname at all. Okay, well, here's what we've got right here. This comes to us from Brenda Redfield, and she says, Dear Arnold O'Murphy, I hate you. I hope you die in a fire, and then they put the ashes in a hole a mile deep into the earth. But I love Luna and I love Mark. Oh, I'm getting so tired of comments like this. Oh, we really have fun with the fact that I'm a terrible, terrible person and I need attention and love, don't we? I think that's why people like you. They sense your need to be liked. Okay, Luna, well, you know, I'm going to talk about this in therapy, which I can afford. There's an awful lot I can afford. Hey, did anyone see me on Wet Ones? Oh yeah, I did see that. The show where you drink blended chicken wings. Yeah, wasn't I just the best? I really reinvigorated interest in that show by drinking an entire cup of chicken wings. Yeah, I thought that was kind of hacky. But you know, people seemed to like it. All right, Mark, you watch your tone. Nobody questions Arnold when it comes to funny. They didn't give me like 3 different late night shows for no reason. And this podcast and YouTube stuff. And I go to Comic-Con even though I hate nerd shit. But, you know, that's just what being the best in the biz means. Hey, who's rattling dishes over there? Quick, bring me a plate of something. All right, we got time for one more listener comment. What do they got to say? This one actually comes to us from Manucher Eggball, believe it or not. What? Well, what does it say? It says, hello, I'm Manucher Eggball, and I'd love to be on your show. Oh, wait, this is just the email where he booked us. Okay, never mind, nothing nefarious whatsoever. Oh, boy, you really took the wind out of the sails with that one. Great improv there, Mark. Woo. Well, I hope you're lying awake at night thinking about how you fumbled that one. Well, folks, these episodes are normally a little longer, but I ain't got nothing to say. Especially because the topic of our guest has been completely and thoroughly exhausted. Well, I thought that was a pretty good interview, despite the fact that he was dead. Yeah, he was pretty chatty, wasn't he? I mean, granted, I don't know much about history in other parts of the world, but I am obsessed with presidents. You know me. I love Franklin Pierce. Yeah, you're really kind of a dork. You're one to talk, Mr. Spy Movie Addict. That's true. I do love my spy movies. Yeah, why don't you tell us about the gun that wouldn't die or whatever you're always talking about over there. Oh my gosh, we can't even start with this. What is it, Luna? What's wrong? You two, you just talk about all this old stuff that's old, and it's so old. Well, how old are you, Luna? That is none of your business. Well, she's got a point there. I agree. I think she's got a point. All right. Well, I guess let's wrap this thing up and let's get on out of here. What do you say, folks? Let's go explore Los Angeles, the place that we live and work and enjoy, because this is where dreams come from. Some people's dreams. All right, why do you gotta be such a downer, Mark? You know what? I absolutely, utterly, fully, totally, completely, 100% hate you with every fiber of my being. Okay, that's kind of rough. Anyway, I'm still seeking a pal, so if you think there's a pal out there for me, you let me know. Good night, everybody! Hey, wait, you didn't say the thing. That's right, Luna. I do have this one tradition that's a little off the beaten path where I have to leave you with some ending wisdom. So, as always, make sure there's an animal masturbating on your show. Whoo! It's hot as fuck. And I'm wearing multiple layers. Denim jacket and dress shirt. And of course I turned the AC off because of the noise. So excuse me while I dive over there and turn it back on. I do have an AC again. Really wish this was a sponsored episode because that was a curveball. But I had fun with it. Time to listen to that back and see how much I hate it. I really was not distinct enough with all the voices there. But you know, I'm not a genius like Conan O'Brien.